If you look at all news stations, every single one, they're blue with a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow. All of them. Every single news channel, they all have the same basic makeup because blue is trust. That's the reason there's so many brands that have blue. What colors do you want to use? It depends, the industry you're in. If you look at a lot of yellows used by some food companies, but so is red. It just depends. Blue is I think blue is the highest used. Blue and black are the highest used colors, but they emote different things. Yellow is caution. Orange, I've gotten to where I like orange a lot. You're seeing a lot more orange right now in logos because orange grabs attention like red, but it doesn't scream danger. Red gets a lot of attention, but depending on the industry you're in, it says danger. If you look at all news stations, every single one, they're blue with a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow. All of them. Every single news channel, they all have the same basic makeup because blue is trust. That's the reason there's so many brands that have blue. Yeah, blue, gold, red make up 90% of news sets. Red, they want your attention when you're flipping the channels. They put the blue behind the anchors because they want to be reliable, and they'll have a little gold for a little excellence or whatever in an accent color. But you can look, green obviously for outdoor stuff. Rainbow stuff is a lot of media is in rainbow, is a rainbow color. So these are colors that you're going to want to look at based on what they do for you, and it tells you kind of the skew of what they are. And then lastly, font choices. Readability is insanely important, right? You can have the greatest logo in the world. If nobody can read your name, it's difficult. So why do script fonts even exist? Because in certain cases, when you want to emote a really elegant brand, you need a script font. But script fonts are largely overused. By far, Helvetica is the biggest font used in the world. But you can see traditional, these are serif and sans serif fonts. Sans serif just means they don't have feet. Serif means foot. So a footed font, what's happening right now in web is really interesting. So newspapers have been in sans serif since the beginning of time. Serif since the beginning of time, footed fonts. Because that was the most readable font and newspaper companies knew it. When the web came out, everything went to sans serif. Why was that? The pixelization of a computer screen made a serif font more difficult to read. Now, you're seeing companies go back to footed fonts on the web because of Retina screens. Because screens are so high resolution now that they're actually all the newspaper companies, the Wall Street Journal and New York Times, all serif, and many of the newer web properties that are launching are serif fonts now. Script is elegant. Then you got fun, goofy, there's a restaurant right now in Vegas. It's my favorite restaurant in Vegas called Best Friend. And this guy uses this font because it used to be a food truck. It's a Korean-Mexican fusion food truck that became a restaurant. And Roy Choi is a very famous chef who that's his font for his restaurant. And he's got a bright yellow background with black letters, the ugliest thing you've ever seen in your life, right? But it emotes something fun. When you go there, it's a fun experience. It's not an elegant dining experience, right? It's not fun and funky and quirky and it's just fun. It's like buying food off a food truck when you're half drunk in the middle of the night, right? That's what the whole place is built like that. And then you've got all the thinner fonts, the modern, more progressive, stylish, whatever. And a lot of fashion does that.